Okay, and we have so many courses are available, and also there are so many technologies available. So apart from that, so why we need to learn only the DevOps? Okay, so these are the things we are going to discuss in the today's class. And if you have any concerns, if you have any questions, everything, so I will take you in the end of the session. Okay, is it fine for everyone?
Yeah.
Okay, so we are going to start now. So just let me share my screen. Okay, the first we are going to discuss about organization needs. See what is meant by organization. Organization is nothing but is a company which it is going to be developed, any software product. So or is any kind of product that we can call it as a organization. See what the currently the organization looking for. Okay, the first thing is nothing but so the faster delivery. Faster delivery. See what is meant by faster delivery. Faster delivery is nothing but so when the client will give the product for us to development. OK, so we have to deliver the product within the time frame. We have to deliver the product within the time frame. For example, so for if you sign up for 2 years. So if you sign up for 2 years, so we have to deliver the product within the 2 years or before 2 years. That is how we have to deliver the product to the client. Okay, see for example, if you have placed down an order in the Amazon or Flipkart, whatever it may be. So for example, you placed a mobile. There is some disturbance. Ayush, can you? Yeah, thank you. Okay. For example, if you placed an order in the Amazon or a Flipkart. So mainly where before going to place an order in any e-commerce website, we are going to check the first thing is nothing but the delivery time. So when it is going to be delivered. So whether it is going to be delivered within 2 days, or it is going to be delivered within 3 days, or it is going to be delivered within our expectation date. Okay, that is how we are going to check the delivery date. Same thing, the concept of applicable here. When we are going to take up any project, the delivery time is a very important. So we have to deliver the product as soon as possible. Okay, so in the common things also, so when you are going to place an order, so we have to look the which Amazon or a Flipkart, whoever it is delivered the product as soon as possible. We are preferred to place an order in the Packer e-commerce websites. Okay, and second thing is higher quality. Whatever the product you are going to deliver, that should be the quality product. That should be a quality product. We never compromise on the quality, right? So if you purchase a bike, or if you purchase mobile phone, you purchase any clothes, or if you purchase your laptop or anything in the world. So first thing we are going to check the quality. The first thing we are going to check the quality, and the same thing we are going to check the budget. Okay, we always prefer that. So we have to get the things with the low cost and with the better quality. That's our the motive, right? So the same thing here also. When we are going to deliver any product, we should be higher quality and we have to deliver the product within the time frame. Okay, and here, so have you remembered that there is an e-commerce company called Snapdeal? So they came into the market as an e-commerce business. The soon they they wind up the business. So why they wind up the business is nothing but whatever the products they are going to deliver to the customers, they are not maintaining the quality. So that's the reason they soon they close the business. So why? Because so now nowadays the Flipkart, Amazon or Myntra, whatever the e-commerce business they are running in the market. So because of the quality and because of the time frame, they are going to deliver to the customers. Okay, the business depends on the quality and the delivery. And second thing is, so as I told that we have to spend lesser money and we have to get good product. Okay, these are the primary requirements. So So we have to spend less money and we have to get the good quality of the product. And the fourth thing is what are the services we are going to develop? It should be available, always available to the customers. Okay. For example, if we take internet banking or if we take, so UPI payments or if we take e-commerce business, whatever it may be, nowadays the services will be available 24/7. That means, so if you want to do online shopping, if you want to do online shopping in 24 hours, you can able to access the website in the midnight. You can able to access the website in the morning. You can able to access the website in the afternoon or no, whichever is the preferable time. We can able to log in and we can able to select the product and we are going to, we are going to select the product and we are going to place an order. Okay, it's as per our requirements. What are the services we are providing to the customer? It should be always, reachable to the customer 24/7. So these are the primary organization needs. Okay, these are the primary organization needs. See, for example, so I have a requirement. So what is the requirement is nothing but I want to, implement a ICICI Bank internet banking. Okay, internet banking. Okay, see if I want internet banking application, so what I need to do first of all, I have to approach any software company, right? I have to approach any software company. Okay, I have to approach any software company. For example, so TCS, Infosys, IBM, Accenture, there are so many MNCs available in the market. So if you want to approach any software company, the first thing you are going to see the reviews. You are going to see the reviews. So how the previously, the feedback about the customers, whether the client is happy about the particular product, whichever they deliver to the, clients, all the things we are going to check and we are going to choose the company which we are going to, deliver the, so which we are going to give the project to the company. So for example, I have given the project to the TCS. Okay, I would like to, selected the company called TCS. So I'm just giving my project to the TCS to implement ICICI Bank, internet banking application. Okay, what is mean by internet banking application? So in olden days, if you want to open any account or if you want to transfer the balance, if you want to deposit or if you want to, if you want to do anything, any kind of thing, we have to go to the bank and we have to stand on the queue and we have to take the form and we have to fill it and we have to give it to the clerk. Which want withdrawal, we have withdrawal section. If you want to give, if you want to get a loan, we have a loan section. So if you want to open account, we have different section we have available. So same we now, so we don't need to do all the experiments now. So what is the thing? So now the application in your hand, in your mobile phone, if you want to transfer the money, we can do it. We can do it UPI payment or you can do it online transfer. And also, if you want to open the application or if you want to open the bank account, simply we log into the this ICICI Bank, internet banking, and we are going to open account. See, everything is ready made now. Everything is a ready made because of the this online internet banking application. So I want to implement this ICICI Bank internet banking application. So let's see. So this I have given to the TCS company. So if I want to implement any project, so we have to follow the set of rules and methodology, right? So I have to follow some methodology. Okay, so now that is nothing but we are going to discussing about now waterfall method. Waterfall method. See, what is meant by waterfall method is nothing but it is a step-by-step process. So if you want to implement this internet banking application, the first thing is nothing but the requirements gathering. The first phase is nothing but requirements gathering. Okay, in this requirement gatherings, there are some, so this ICICI Bank technical person will attend, and here, so we have, you know, the managers and the technical lead, the technical lead, all the top level management they are going to involve here. Technical technical lead, all the top level management they are going to involve and they are trying to gather the requirements. They are trying to gather the requirements. gather the requirements from this ICICI Bank, the client, ICICI Bank, the client. See, whatever the requirements they are going to, they are going to explain to these managers. They are going to explain to these managers the technical needs. So they are going to prepare the requirement specification document. Okay. What is meant by SRS? SRS is nothing but software requirements specification. Okay. So what are the requirements they are going to gather? They are going to document it each and everything. That is nothing but a software requirement and specification. Okay. So here, and also they are going to gather the system requirements. Okay. And after that, they are going to, where the next phase is nothing but design phase. What they will do in the design phase is nothing but, so they are going to design the blueprint of the software. They are going to design the blueprint of the software. Okay. Say for example, if you want to construct a house, so what you will do, basically you are going to approach a civil engineer. So after that, you will tell the requirements. Like, I have a 30-40 site. If I have a 1500, square feet I have. So I need to build a 2 BHK house. So then according to your specifications, so they are going to design a blueprint of your building. So once they design the blueprint of the, building, after that, so if you're happy with that, that's fine. Otherwise, you are going to tell some changes are required. So according to your changes, they are going to do the changes. So based on that, they are going to start the construction. Here also same thing is nothing but, here the UX engineers and UI engineers, they are trying to, design your, project. That is nothing but a blueprint of the, software or application. They are going to do that, and after that they will send it to the implementation. They are going to do the implementation. Actually, what is implementation is nothing but it is a development. Okay. They are going to develop the application, whatever they are getting the designs. See, whatever the design in this, they pass the blueprint of the project. As per that, they are going to implement project. Okay. So once let's assume they have done with the development also. For example, the ICICI, the internet banking, they want to develop it in the Java based application. So if you want to implement the application in the Java, so what I need to do, I have to hire Java developers. Okay. I have to hire the Java developers, and I have to pass the SRS requirements, and also I have to provide the designs and, blueprint of the software. So based on that, they are going to implement and they are going to develop the product. So once the development is completed, then we are going to do the testing. Okay. So why we require to do the testing? Testing is basically is nothing but we have to do because, so whether we are meeting the client requirements or not. Okay. We are meeting the client requirements or not. And also we have to check, do you have any bugs in that particular application? Okay. So do you have any bugs in this application? So these are the primary things we have to check in this testing phase. So here we have automation testing, functional testing, we have performance testing. We have so many tools available in the market to the testing. Okay, that will take care by the testing team. Okay, now design is completed, development is completed, testing is completed. Now we are going to deploy the application. We are going to deploy the application in the client server. That means, we are nothing but a production environment. Okay, production environment or client environment, anything is fine. Okay. We are going to deploy the product in the client environment. Okay. So So once the product is deployed in the client environment, that is nothing but ICICI Bank server. Okay. For example, if ICICI Bank server it is there in the Mumbai, so we are going to deploy the application in the Mumbai. Okay. So that means we are going to install the application in the client server. That means when the moment we are going to install the application, that means the application is available to the customers, they can able to access. Okay. So while they are going to access the application, what will happen is nothing bad. So they may get some errors, they may get some bugs, and sometimes the service is not work properly. So if they are getting any kind of problems, that will comes under the maintenance. That comes under maintenance. Okay, that comes under maintenance. So what they will do is nothing but, so this will have a separate team. They are going to provide the support 24/7. So if you are getting any problem to the particular application, and if it is a problem related to the development team, so they are going to send you the development team. So once they will fix the errors, again they will do the testing, again they will deploy. So here it is following the step-by-step process. Here they are following the step-by-step process. And also there is a disadvantage in the waterfall model is nothing but the resource utilization is not properly. The resource utilization. What is my resource utilization? For example, so I have hired 10 Java developers and 3 UX design engineers and 4 test engineers. After that, what you need to do? I have hired 2 deploy engineers and there is a team for 5 members for the maintenance. Okay, so these are the team I have. These many members I have hired for the, you know, to implement this particular application. See here, basically you can observe here, there is a dependency. The requirements team, depends on the design, the design team will depends on the requirements team. The implementation team depends on the design team, and the testing team, depend on the development team. Once the development is completed, then only we can start the testing. Once the testing is completed, then only we can do the deployment. See, once the deployment is completed, then only we can go for the maintenance. That means, each and every phase it is a dependency, and because of that reason only, until the testing is completed, until the development is completed, this team will be the free. They don't have any much work. Okay, until the testing is completed, the deployment team is they are not going to utilize. They are free. We are paying salary for the free. Okay, that's the reason only. So here the utilization is very poor, and also there is a dependency. There is a dependency. To overcome all these things, they introduced another methodology called as a agile methodology. They introduce, other methodology called as a agile methodology. It is a continuous process. So here we have a sprints and we have a scrum, we have sprints and we have a scrums. So based on this only, the application they are going to develop. So within the time frame, within the time frame. And also here, so what is advantage in this, agile methodology is nothing but the resource utilization is good. The resource utilization is good. I will tell you how it is a resource utilization is good. Okay. See, for example, so for every day, every week, they are going to have a team meeting. So in the team meeting, all the team members they are going to involve. So development team, testing team, and deployment team, operations team, and the requirements gathering, all the teams they will involve in this meetings. So it will happen every weekly wise or monthly based and weekly twice. Depends on the requirements, depends on the client. They are going to have that such kind of meetings. But here, so once we complete the product, then only we are going to showcase to the client. Then only we are going to showcase to the client. So and if we tell any changes, then we'll come back and we have to do it from the beginning. So here what will happen? There is a much, burden to the developing team, testing team again. But here in the agile methodology, what will happen is nothing bad. So every, monthly once, or or 2 weeks once, definitely they have a client call. See what are the, so far we have developed the product, we are showing to the client. So if the client is happy with the product demo, so that will be fine. Otherwise, if they are telling any changes according to the requirements, requirements. According to their requirements, we are going to do the changes. That means, we are not going to do the changes end of the product. We are going to do the changes in the beginning and the middle of the product. So that means, it saves a lot of money and also it saves a lot of time also. Okay. And prints is nothing but, so like we have a target. We have a target. What is meant by target is nothing but, so each and every, for 1 week or 2 weeks, we have to develop some, some portion of the product, some portion of the application or, project, whatever it may be. Okay. So what we need to do that is nothing but, for example, if you have 10 resources, if we have a 10 resources now, but there are 4 resources, they are on long leave. Okay. There are 4 resources on the long leave. Based on that, how many resources available now? You have 4 resources available now. So based on that only, you will commit to the client. So so and so time to develop, I need 1 week of time or 2 weeks of time. So why? Because this many people are only available with me. That's the reason it will take this much of time. Like that, we have to give commitment to the client. See, for example, if I have only 6 resources available, but I will tell to the client, I will give within 1 week. So what the client will expect, within the end of the 1 week, we are going to deliver some portion of the project. But when you're not going to deliver the, definitely the client will ask why you have not delivered. You have committed, but why you have not delivered. So such kind of problems will get. Okay. So now here also there are disadvantages. See, what is the disadvantage in the Agile methodology is nothing but, see, what are the product we are going to develop. So that we are going to, test in the developer environment, developer environment, developer environment. See, what will happen if you test the developer environment is nothing but, when you develop the test application in the developer environment, that time if the application is working fine, but actually when you give the entire application to the operations team, so what they will do, operations team, this operation team, they will going to deploy into the production servers or servers, right? They are going to deploy into the servers. That time if the client is, if the project is not working fine, or application is a downtime, then obviously you are going to blame the development team. Why? Because they have not given proper, the product. That's the reason we are facing the issues. But the development team, what they will tell, so no, we have test the application is working properly from our end. We don't have any issues. So there is some, this kind of blaming will be there in this, blaming will be there in this methodology. That's the reason to implement, to overcome all these things, there is a methodology that is called as a DevOps. There is a methodology called DevOps. So what is this methodology is nothing but, what is this methodology is nothing but, to deliver the product within the time frame, and also we have to deliver the product with a faster, with a higher quality. Okay. So when you heard about this DevOps, it is nothing but it's a combination of development and operations team. Development plus operations team. What is meant by development and operations team is nothing but, see here. So what the developers will do, they are going to write the source code, right? They are going to write the source code, the developers. So for example, all the developers, they will write the source code. Okay, all the developers, they are going to write the source code for a one particular project. Okay, so these are whatever I'm doing to diagram. This is nothing but all the developers. Okay, all the developers. So what they will do, they are going to develop the application, but so they want to share the code between among them. See, for example, developer A writing some task, so it is depending on the developer B. So what will happen? They want to share the code between two team members, but we can't able to share the code as per the policies through the emails, through the to the pen drive or so we should not send the source code to the emails or pen drive. You should not carry. So that's the reason only they introduce tool called as a GitHub. They introduce tool called as a GitHub. See what is the purpose of GitHub is nothing but it is a source code management tool. It is a source code management tool. That means whatever the developers they are going to they are going to develop the source code. They are going to push it into GitHub. Whenever they want, they can able to access. Whenever they want, they can able to access. See here, for example, this developer A, he is writing some source code and he's saving in a GitHub. Okay, if he's saving in GitHub, what will happen whenever the developer B want the same code, he can able to push or he can able to pull the code from this particular GitHub. Okay, that's the reason. So they introduced the DevOps called one of the DevOps called tool called as a GitHub. Okay, what is the purpose of the GitHub? GitHub is mainly using for source code management tool. Okay, now we have we have stored the source code over here. We have stored the source code over here. After that, what we need to do? So we have to build the project. So what we need to do? Building is nothing but to convert that source code into executable format. To convert the source code into executable file. That is nothing but a .war files. If it is a web application, we have to convert the source code into .war. And so if it is Java application, we have a jar, like the different applications. We have to use .exe, .war, .jar, such kind of things we have to use. So to convert that the source code into executable files, we have to use the tool called as a Maven. Okay, that is nothing but a tool called as a Maven. See, whatever the executable files you have created, that is nothing but artifacts. If you want to store that all the artifacts, we have another tool called as a Nexus. Okay, we have another tool called as a Nexus. So this is nothing but repository, artifact repository, repository, which is using for storing the artifacts. So I will see from the GitHub what we are doing. We are converting the source code into executable files. So for that we have to use the Maven. Okay, so after that, what are the artifacts we are going to generate? So that we are going to store. For that we have to use the tool called as a artifact tool called as a Nexus repository. Okay, so what we'll do? So we are going to use that to store Nexus repository. Okay, after that, what we need to do? Whatever the artifacts you are going to store, so we have to deploy into the client servers, right? We have to deploy into the client servers. That is nothing but continuous integration and continuous delivery. For that, we have to use the Jenkins. For that, we have to use the Jenkins. So Jenkins is nothing but the continuous delivery. For the continuous delivery, we have to use this Jenkins tool. Okay, what we need to do is nothing but we have to integrate all the tools, this whatever the Maven or Nexus, whatever the tools we are going to discussing now, all the tools we have to integrate with this Jenkins. Okay, see the developer, what are the source code they are going to develop. So each and every time we are not able to do the manual building. So what is meant by manual building? So each and every time we have to pull the source code and with help of the Maven, we should not do it. So because we have to do it, everything is automated. So if you want to do the automation, for that we have to use the Jenkins. Okay, remember that DevOps is not a technology. DevOps is not a technology. DevOps is a methodology. We have to use some set of rules and we have to do some approach to implement, to deliver the product, the client within the short period of time, within the short period of time with the higher quality. That's the reason we have to use the set of tools. Okay, so for the testing also we can do with help of the Jenkins. Testing also we can do with help of the Jenkins by integrate the tools. So integrate the tool that is nothing but a JUnit or Selenium. We can integrate with the Jenkins and we can able to do the testing also. OK. Now what we are doing. So the DevOps engineer, he'll work with the developers. How he is working with the developers? He is going to create a repositories in the GitHub. And after that, he is going to create a, he's converting that source code into executable files. After that, he is storing that artifacts. And after that, with help of the Jenkins, he is going to deploy into the client servers. OK, he's going to deploy or deliver the product with the help of Jenkins in the client environment. After that, what we need to do before we are going to deliver the product, we have to check the quality of the source code. If you want to check the quality of the source code, we have to use the Sonar Cube. We have to use the Sonar Cube. So why we need to use the Sonar Cube is nothing but if you want to check the quality of the source code. So why? Because whatever the source code the developers is going to write, he should be safe from the hacker attacks, and also it should be safe from the third party third party hackers. And also the developers has to follow some set of rules and regulations. If the developers is not going to, if the developers is not going to follow the set of rules, the Sonar Cube automatically it will generate the reports. The Sonar Cube automatically it is going to generate the reports. That's the reason we have to use this Sonar Cube. Okay. So what we are going to discussing that this whole curriculum is nothing but we are going to discuss about GitHub, Maven, and artifact result is Nexus. After that, we are going to discuss about Jenkins. After that, we are going to discuss about SonaCube, and we are going to integrate the testing also. For testing, we have to use the JUnit or Selenium. OK, all the things we are going to integrate with the Jenkins, and with help of the Jenkins, we are going to do all the deployment and delivery. OK, and here the good tool is nothing but Ansible. So why we need to use the Ansible is nothing but the Ansible the mainly we are using for the configuration management. What is meant by configuration management is nothing bad. So if you want to install any kind of application in the host from the server, so previously how we are doing is nothing but we are doing it manually. That means if the employee required any kind of application, the system admin go to the desk and he is going to install the application. For example, he has a problem in the Eclipse. He want to reinstall the Eclipse. What we'll do, we are going to that particular employee and we are going trying to install the Eclipse IDE. So, but when they introduce call as Ansible, so once we install the application, the Ansible, if we connect 100, 200, 300 nodes also, host also, automatically the application is going to be installed in the all the host. That is the advantage in the Ansible. For that, we have to use the AML scripting. For that, we have to use the AML scripting. So AML scripting is nothing but 8 markup language. So we are using to write a configuration files. We are going to write a configuration files. Now, I have not explained anything about the Docker and Kubernetes over here. Why I have not explained the Docker and Kubernetes here is nothing but the Docker is nothing but we have to use for containerization. We have to use for the containerization. This Kubernetes is mainly using for orchestration. Mainly we have to use for the orchestration. Here Docker, where we have to use the Docker is nothing but okay, and where we have to use the K, I will just explain. Okay, these are the two important tools and much demand in the market. So if you learn these tools, if you have good knowledge on this Docker and Kubernetes, so if you'll ask how much package you want, they will give it. How much package you want, they will give it. So that much demand is there in the market. That much demand in the there in the market. So that's the reason these are the tools are very important. So this Docker where we are going to use is nothing but we are going to use in the monolithic application approach. What is meant by monolithic application approach is nothing but approach is nothing but, so when you take ICICI Bank, or if you take ICICI Bank or a Facebook or any kind of application, so we have different models. What are the different models we have? We have a admin model, and we have a reports model. Okay, and we have a users model. That means if you want to create account, so we have to sign up first. After that, they will assign one username and password to us. After that, we have a login module, and we have sign up page. Like that, we have different models are available. So when the application divide into different models and they combine together in a home page, the application we can call it as a monolithic application. Monolithic application. So for that applications, we have to use a Docker. Okay. For Kubernetes, we have to use for microservice applications, microservices. So we are going to discuss in detail about what is microservices, and what is the use of Kubernetes, how we are going to create a clusters, how we are going to create pods, and how we are going to run, all these things we are going to discuss in detail about in the course. But remember, Kubernetes mainly we are going to use in microservices applications. Okay. Services applications. Okay. These are the tools are very important. Now I will explain what is the role of the DevOps engineer. What is the role of the DevOps engineer? Okay. So what is meant by DevOps? First of all, DevOps is nothing but it is a combination of development and operations, and also it is a methodology. We have to apply some set of tools, and we have to follow some approach to deliver the faster to the client and with the higher quality product. Okay. So now, so why it is most demanded, in the market is nothing but, so previously when you want to do the build activities, when you want to do the build activity, there is a separate team. There is a separate team. What they will do is nothing but, so developers they will work in the day shift and the build team will work in the night shift. Whatever the developers they are going to write a source code, they are trying to convert into executable files. Okay. What is my executable files? Already explained. It is nothing but .exe and .war files. Okay. So that time, if they are getting any errors, or build failures. Okay. So it is a communication gap between development team and build team. Why? Because they are working different shifts. That's the reason the application delivery process may delay because of this reason. And also there is a operations team. What is the operations team responsibility is nothing but, so they are going to manage the servers, they are going to manage the servers, they are going to maintain the infrastructure, and they are going to manage all the resources like a storage, the storage, other stuff. Everything they are going to handle by the operations team. If there is any deployment comes, okay, if there is any deployment comes, they are going to involve in all the teams. So these are the teams we have separately previously. But when the methodology came into the market, we don't require the build team and we don't require the operations team. See why? Because whatever the jobs they are going to do, the build team or operations team, so we are doing with help of the DevOps team. See, because the DevOps engineer, they are the pillars in the organization. How they are going to pillars in the organization? Nothing but they are going to work along with the development team, and also they are going to work along with the operations team. That means what are the operations team will do activities? They are going to do all the activities. Now, whatever the development team they are going to develop the source code, this DevOps team, they are going to with help of the Jenkins, they are going to pull the source code, and with help of the Maven tool, they are going to do the build. And if they are getting any kind of error, they are sending emails to the development team then and there itself. So what they will do, the development team come and they will sit into the DevOps team and they will try to rectify those kind of errors. So that's how we are going to deliver the application faster and smoother way. And also the one more, the advantage is nothing but the maintain the servers and storage. See, whenever we required, the storage, more storage. So the DevOps team immediately they are going to, add some additional storages, and they are going to do the deployed process very soon. So with help of the tools, DevOps is nothing but everything is a automation. Everything is automation. We are not going to do anything is manually. We are going to do everything by automation. For Jenkins, we have to use the declarative scripting for the automation, and we have to use the Groovy scripting. We are going to use the Groovy scripting. And here in the Ansible, we are going to learn about AML scripting. AML scripting, that is nothing but 8 markup language. Along with that, we are going to learn about shell scripting, and we are going to learn about Linux commands. Along with that, we are going to learn about AWS. AWS is nothing but Amazon Web Services. Remember that we are going to remember only few, we are going to study about only few services which is required as a DevOps engineer. We are not going to discuss all the services which is provided by AWS. Okay, we are going to discuss about VPC, and we are going to study about IAM. We are going to study about EC2. We are going to study about S3, and we are going to study about CloudWatch. Okay, all the things we are going to study in this EC, AWS. Okay, along with that, we are going to learn about DevOps monitoring tool. Why we need to monitoring tool? Monitoring tool very, very important. Why? Because when the application we have deployed into the client server, the customers, they will try to access the application, and we have to check whether the application downtime, whether it is working fine or not, if it, how much simulation is taking, or if the users are facing any kind of errors. So we have to try to resolve it. For that, we have to learn CloudWatch, CLO, CloudWatch, and we are going to learn about Negus, all the tools we are going to learn in this DevOps curriculum. Okay, so I will show you one picture. After that, I will wind the session. And if you have any kind of question, you can ask me. Okay, so this is the picture. Okay, whatever so far we have discussed, you can able to see here. So we discussed about the planning. We discussed about the development, that is code is nothing but development. And what are the developers? They are going to write the source code. We are going to store in the GitHub. Okay, GitHub is nothing but source code management tool. Okay, for build, we have to use the Maven tool, and for the testing, we have to use the Selenium or a JUnit. Okay, for the releasing applications, we have to use the Jenkins. Okay, Jenkins is nothing but continuous integration and continuous, delivery tool. So we have to integrate all the tools with the Jenkins. With help of the Jenkins, we are going to deliver the products. Okay, so after that, we are going to deploy applications, and we are going to operate. That is nothing but configuration management tool is nothing but Ansible. For the monitoring, we have to learn about CloudWatch and Negis. Okay, these are the tools we are going to learn about in this course curriculum. Okay, in this course curriculum. So now, if you have any kind of questions, you can ask me. I will answer your questions. Any questions, guys?
Hello, sir.
Yes.
The training, whole the course training is given by you or someone is also in between?
The whole course I'm going to teach, including AWS and all the DevOps tools, whichever we discuss as of now. Okay, and
Okay,
it
whole.
is a 2 months course, and
Hello.
yes, So it will take 2.5 months sometimes because we have to cover all the tools and we are not going to
Yeah, but
complete by
I
rush because we are providing 100% knowledge on the all the tools. Okay,
yeah,
so
yeah,
we
but
are not
you are single
compromising
teach or
quality at all.
someone? Hello, hello,
I'm
sir.
the one going to teach entire course.
Okay, okay, that's me. That I asked.
Yeah. Yes, KK, do you have any question?
Yeah, actually I have. So this course is at advanced level or you are going to do on at basic level?
I am going to teach this course by advanced level from the beginning to advanced level. Because why we are going to start from the scratch to advanced level is nothing bad. So we are getting the students from different backgrounds. So some people from the non-IT background, some people from this they completed the BTech or BE. They want to switch to the IT industry. So that's the reason we are going to start from the beginning. That means scratch level to advanced level. And end of the
Okay.
project, so end of the course, we are going to teach 2 real-time projects along with 3 projects for the task. And in meanwhile, the course also we are giving a task so that you will get hands-on experience. That is also fine. Okay. And also we are going to tell you how to prepare the
Just to
CV
the
and how
advanced
to
level
face
course.
the interviews.
Okay.
And hello, sir. I have one more question. That you help to placement.
We are prepared. We are giving the whatever the industry is expecting, and we are not going to help for the placements. Am I right, Ravi?
Yes, yes, yes.
Okay, if someone having IT background, which having education in BTech, MTech in IT, but have some gap 2 to 3 years, then how the people
Yeah,
after completion of this course get a job?
Text me
definitely,
separately.
because we are going to teach you for the advanced level. You can keep 3 to 4 years experience in your resume, and you can face whatever the challenges they are giving. You can handle smoothly. That is not a problem.
Yeah, you do a real time project, right?
Yeah, I will teach everything in the real time manner. How the industry is going to be expect. What are the tasks we are going to do in the real time. All the things we are going to teach. Yes, guys. Any other questions?
It's hello.
Yes, please.
Uh, this course duration time is when you take a class.
It is a 2 months course. Sometimes
Okay.
it will take 2 months, 15 days as well as. But
Okay, but what a time you have to take a lectures that time.
I mean, I think he's
that
asking
will
like from
discuss by
when you
the
are going to
team.
start.
It is
Yeah.
going to be
Yeah, it will be in the India
start.
morning hours.
All the details will share by the Ravi.
Yeah, we'll share
Okay.
the details. Please contact us separately. We'll share the details. It will be in the
Okay.
India morning hours.
Yeah, morning hours, na?
Yeah, India morning hours.
Yes.
Okay.
DC47. Can you tell me your full name?
Deepak.
Deepak.
Yeah.
Okay. And someone joined as a 4. May I know your name?
Any guy? Any questions? Other questions? Do you have? Esther, you're trying to talk. Do you have any question?
I don't have a question, but I just wanted to know what time is this class going to be?
Esther, I'll text you separately.
Okay, thank you so much. Thank you.
Vivek,
Hi.
yes, do you have any question?
I'm from commerce background. Does it suitable for me? Yes, people who are having
So
10
which
years
year
gap
passer?
also they're able to crack. Okay.
Guys, believers, we are going to teach the course with high level knowledge. It is not like we are going to rush to complete the course and we are telling only the basics. We are not like that. We are providing 100% knowledge of the course, whatever the industry is expecting. So if you want, you can talk with us the previous batches, how our teaching level is and how they are going to, understand the concepts. Okay. That is the level of standard we are maintaining. So if you have 5 years gap, 4 years gap, 6 years gap also, you can keep experience and you can able to crack the interviews. And we'll help you all for the interview questions, each and every tool, and also we'll prepare your resumes and we'll take session on one-on-one, and also we'll connect the mock interviews as well to text how much gain you knowledge from this course. Okay, everything will take care and we'll prepare for the interviews. So any other questions? And we have Harsha. Harsha, do you have any question? We have Preeti and Raja Reddy. Do you have any question?
Hello.
Yes, guys, please go ahead. If you have any question, you can ask. Feel free to ask.
Hello.
Okay. Yes, please.
Uh, Hello.
Yes, Harsha.
Again, Nexus.
Your voice is
Hello.
not
What is
audible
difference
properly.
between JFrog and Nexus? Sorry, I'm traveling due to because of that.
Okay. Okay. You're talking about web servers, right?
No, JFrog and
Okay.
Nexus.
Nexus. We are going
Like
to
both
discuss
are.
about Nexus.
Okay.
She's asking difference
JFrog
between
and
JFrog
Nexus
and
is
Nexus.
nothing but artifact repositories, guys. Okay. Once we create the artifacts, so it is a tool where we can store the artifacts, because if the client asks that artifacts again, so we can take the backup and we're giving to the clients. That's the reason we are going to use that Nexus artifact repository. Okay. So if you have any question, you can ask.
Is it if we are not get lecture or not possible to lecture, then you get a recorded lecture? Hello?
Yes,
Hello?
recording sessions will be recorded and that will be shared in a day.
Okay, and you have to also share some exercises related to this all the operation tools.
Yes, everything will be shared.
Yeah, obviously.
Okay. Okay, thank you.
While discussing each and every topic only, we are going to give assignments. Okay. And that assignments also we are going to discuss in the class. See if you are unable to do it. Any other questions, guys? We have. If you don't have any questions, we can wind up the session. Okay.
Okay, I think we
Thank
are
you,
good.
sir. Thank you, sir.
Regarding
Okay,
the
guys, thanks for
timings,
joining the
everything.
session. We'll share the timings. Please, you can see the contact number in the chat box. Please contact that number. We'll share the timings and all the course details with you.
Thanks for joining the demo session, guys. So if you have any questions, feel free to contact our team. They will help you on the timings and they'll help you on the if you have any other queries and if you need curriculum, they'll forward to you guys and you can contact our team. Okay. Thanks for joining everyone. Okay. Have a good day.
Thank you.
Thank you, Murli. Thanks for the time. Thanks, guys, for joining.
Thank you. Bye.